Hi. So I read a book and cried for 2 days, and the book is absolutely stunning. I know a lot of you who have already read it, but those who have not, you are going to give it a read after watching this video. The reason why I cried was not because the characters or not because uh, the the writing style or it made me very emotional, something like that. But why I cried is because the situation hasn't changed at all. When you look at Afghanistan or when you look at the current situation of the women in Afghanistan, it is absolutely devastating. So when I read about it, when I look at the news and I realize that they are protesting with football, they're protesting with their favorite sports, and they're protesting with trophies in their hands. They want to show that to the world that they can also do something. It breaks my heart. That's why I cried. And I cried so hard that every page has my tears. So, before we begin, I want to tell you this is a story of grief, this is a story of guilt, because I know that Jalil is going to live with that guilt forever, even after he died. I know that Leila will always remember Mariam, and I know that Mariam will never understand, will never know what was written in that letter for her. And that is a stunning book, but also a heartbreaking one. That is so inspiring, but at the same time, very devastating. It has a lot of suffering, guilt, grief, fear, violence, war, but it has family, it has children, it has love, it has women, and women who have fought for their rights, women who have been, who have faced almost all the difficulties in the world, women who were not treated as women, as humans, let alone as women, they were not treated as human beings. If you want to read this book, make sure you are absolutely ready for it, because if you are looking for some soft hearted reads, then this is not for you. If you read this book, you must immerse yourself in this book. Single word, every single page, and every single page was worth it. I loved the book, and also because of one reason I read this book, because of the current situation, it has a harsh reality of what is actually happening in Afghanistan. I see a lot of YouTubers visiting Afghanistan and putting their thumbnails as the most dangerous country in the world, but I also do realize that only humans are living in that country. They're just humans, just like you and me, with flesh and blood. I don't know how difficult it is for them, but it must be very difficult for them. So, if you want to read this book, it is called The Thousand Splendid Suns by Khalid Hosseini. You must read this book because I know you will love this book. This is story. This is a story of two women, Mariam, who was married to Rashid when she was 15, and she was sent to Kabul. Then Lala and Mariam. These two are my favorite characters. The first time I picked up this book, I kept thinking that there will be some hope. I kept reading. 200 pages went by. There was no hope. There was no ray of sunshine. I dropped it. Then the second time, one of my friends told me that she has read the entire book. I was like, how could she read it when I just dropped it in between? I picked it once again, read it from page number one, and finished it till the very end. And this book almost ended in the middle when I thought, yeah, now finally the misery is going to end for the women. But it did not happen. There is a twist every single time I read this book. So I really hope that you will read the entire book, and I really hope that this is going to be a good read for you. So let me know how do you like it. I have another video coming up which has spoilers as well. So see you in the next video. So that's it. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.